Hey Shaban, good morning. How are you doing?
Hey Javier, I'm well, thank you. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day here. I hope I can see the sun over there too. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So what brought us here, and you probably can see in the title of the video, is the MakerDAO rebrand to Sky, which is like a huge thing. MakerDAO was probably one of the first DeFi protocols ever. So yeah, this is a huge step forward. So, and
yeah,
honestly, yeah. And why does it matter to you as a Summer.fi user? Summer.fi, which
got
we
it.
started as Oasis app, was part of the MakerDAO family, let's say, until it split up in 2021. So yeah, it's like the history has been always tied together, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's really, I think somewhat not full circle, but like it's very interesting in that, yeah, I started at Maker, yeah, Sky, I guess, previously Maker, way back, and we were the original front end for MakerDAO or Sky now, and yeah, it's great, and it's great to see that they're evolving a lot because they've been previously thought of as sort of a conservative protocol and stuff like that, and it's great to see, they're sort of once again trying to lead the way in DeFi, and we're going to really show you here today what that means for you as a Summer user and as a DeFi user more broadly. Maybe you haven't used Summer before, so yeah, let's get into it. So I guess the first thing we want to touch on is like what is going on, what's changing, and like very quickly, what's everything that you need to know about the Sky ecosystem right now, basically. So really, the first thing that you need to know is that, as we said before, the sort of Maker has been the sort of the leading DeFi protocol in a lot of ways. A lot of the concepts and stuff like that in DeFi were sort of pioneered by Maker, now Sky. And today, or a couple of days ago, MakerDAO is now the Sky ecosystem. So the sort of one of the oldest and most trusted protocols in DeFi is really taking a step forward and evolving in a sort of myriad of ways that we'll get into. So the first big change that you need to know about is that DAI is now USDS. So that's a new stablecoin within the Sky ecosystem that has some pretty unique benefits that we'll touch on in a second. So USDS initially does not let go of its property of having a sort of nice savings rate attached to it. So just like DAI and the DSR and the DAI savings rate, you also have the Sky savings rate, which is more or less exactly the same thing. And then the other thing that is a big change is that um, upgraded DAI, so USDS, so this new stablecoin will have no native token rewards. So Sky, so what was previously MKR, is now Sky upgraded MKR, and it will have native token rewards within the protocol, which is in some sense probably one of the biggest announcements, because yeah, that's such a first for Maker basically, or for Sky, I guess we should say. Um, and then, which is a nice segue into the next thing, which is that MKR is now Sky, um, which is the sort of it's the governance token that can now be earned, basically, as well as many other properties, which we'll talk about in a second. And another big update there is that you know MKR before was, I remember reading way back in the day on the forums that MKR was sort of purposely priced as at a high price to make it seem a little bit more like less speculative and stuff like that. Like it had a purposely high price because the token was thought to be so important in terms of governing the protocol. And now, with this 24,000 for one Sky token split, I think it's quite interesting in terms of the strategy and thinking about the utility of Sky, which is quite different than what it was previously. Um, and
Yeah,
then,
and also,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
but yeah, Maker was never. you couldn't farm it, right? How
You
did
can
you
farm it now.
get Maker token back in the days? Just
Sorry.
how did you get Maker token back in the days? I mean, you couldn't
Well,
farm
I
it.
think so. First there were some, like, very, very, very early. I think there were some rewards, quote unquote, for like development work and stuff like that. And then others after that, like, you had to sort of buy MKR to get it. So that was the only way. So yeah.
So this is the first time you can actually farm it or earn it. Yeah.
Exactly, for the first time ever. So, I mean, I guess sort of you could do it by being a delegate as well, like before, but that to me is more like, yeah, it's a little bit different. Like, I guess it's kind of the only other way is that you could earn it as being a delegate, or but that's so much working for the protocol, where this is really not, in a way.
Yeah, you had to be like really involved, and now you can just farm it. Like, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Big
that's quite
change.
different. I think that's very exciting. It's
Yeah, it's a huge change. Well, we're talking about the splits and the conversions, about USDS, DAI to USDS, and you can do all of this on Summer. So let me share the screen. Okay, so on this new Sky ecosystem token upgrades, you can upgrade your DAI to USDS. That's there's no slippage, there's no fees to do this. So you can upgrade one-to-one your USDS, your DAI to USDS, sorry, and you can take it back if you want to do it. Also, you can upgrade your Maker to Sky, and in the 24,000 split that Jordan just said, you don't need to upgrade one Maker. You can do it like even like 0.06 or whatever. And you can stake your USDS to SUSDS. So you will be earning the Sky savings rate, which is now 6.25%, if I'm not wrong, right?
6.25, yeah.
Yeah. Which is a little bit higher than the 6% DSR. So I think it makes sense in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you can basically do all of this from the Summer.fi. I wanted to highlight that what you said before, but this is completely optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. So yeah, we get asked. I get asked a lot of this on Discord and on Twitter that it's optional. So yeah, if you like your DAI, you don't need to upgrade it.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think that's a nice segue. So those are the basics, I would say. You know, those are like if you want to do it, it's cool. It's a new stablecoin. It's a new token. You know, if you have some MKR, you can feel a lot richer. You know, for now. So that's cool. But the real purpose of this video, I think, is not just to update and give a little bit of clarity on Sky, but to kind of cut to the chase, which is rewards. So everybody likes rewards. What are the rewards here? And today, rewards are available on Summer for staking USDS. So, you know, that is the Sky rewards on Summer are available. So all you have to do is convert to USDS from DAI and stake your USDS to start earning Sky rewards. And you can start doing that immediately. You can stake or unstake anytime. And that's really cool. So you're probably wondering to yourself, the first question, why should you do that? And the easiest answer is that, well, you can just receive Sky rewards. So for the first time, being able to be rewarded in the token of one of the best DeFi protocols that's ever existed. So that's number one. So that's sort of table stakes. The second reason, which I think I'd love to emphasize, is for users who are in the US and the UK. We are completely open to those users that want to interact, which you'll find if you go to the sky.money website. That is not the case. That is not the case for you. So if you're in the US or the UK, you know, Summer is completely open to you. And that also goes for other Sky ecosystem projects like Spark, for example, which is a nice segue into the final reason why it makes a lot of sense to use the Sky rewards system, or the get Sky rewards on Summer, because it's sort of a complete package. So one just really sort of run of the mill example is, if you hold a lot of ETH, for example, or even if you hold MKR, and you want to borrow against that ETH or MKR in order to participate in this strategy, or to even amplify this strategy for yourself, you can sort of double dip in a way. So, for example, if we go to products and we go to borrow, we can for example, filter, you can filter by anything you want, but let's say you have a lot of ETH. You can filter by ETH, all ETH strategies, and you can
Yeah.
also filter by Spark, for example. And this will allow you to, it will allow you to earn SPK rewards. So also part of the Sky ecosystem. It'll allow you to, for now, borrow DAI, but soon you'll also be able to borrow USDS. It'll make it even more streamlined. And you'll be able to deposit that USDS, or swap or upgrade that DAI to USDS, and then put it into the Sky rewards rate. So you'll kind of be getting both rewards. You'll be able, if you don't want to sell ETH or some other asset in order to do this, you can borrow against it. And while you do have to consider your liquidation price, you can claim or you can withdraw a USDS at any time. So if you need to manage risks, you can either use automations, which are also another unique thing on Summer, or you can just manage your risk manually by withdrawing and reducing your risk when you need to. So a little bit long-winded, but I would say, yeah, those are, among other reasons, like, that's just us taking this holistic approach to DeFi, not having access to everybody and keeping it open for those users in the US and the UK. Yeah, it makes it really great to capitalize on this opportunity on Summer.
Yeah, and you could be farming SPK tokens, you could be farming Sky tokens and raise. So yeah, last a couple of weeks we announced the Lazy Summer protocol for 2025. So yeah, those raise will be nice to have. You get the whole package.
Yeah. Cool. So maybe it would just be nice to finish off 2 minutes on going back to the landing page or the marketing page for Sky on Summer, and just to close off with what users can expect. So if we scroll all the way down, we'll see that there's more to come. And what's more to come is actually just up a little bit, Javier, if you don't mind, is there's four things that users can really look forward to coming in the future. So Sky right now is kind of just a 24,000 for one token split. There's really no, other than that, I can't really think of like huge benefits to upgrading, but soon there will be large benefits to upgrading. So there'll be Sky rewards for activating your Sky. There'll be MKR and Sky rewards for activation. So for sealed activation, so putting a locking or exit fee on your MKR or Sky for locking it up, which we'll get into a lot more detail probably in another video. You can also look forward to the SPK token launch and farming. And you can also look forward to Skylink, which is basically just all of this stuff going multi-chain, going on to L2s, also going on to Solana, I believe. So yeah, lots to look forward to, and also lots to do today. So that was just a brief recap and update, and hopefully we'll see you guys and girls on the Summer app doing all that you need to do.
Yeah, I like to add that Sky going multi-chain or to L2s is also huge, because Maker was never on any L2, so
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think I saw a room today on the Solana breakpoint.
Yeah,
and yeah, it looks like it's going to Solana too. So yeah. definitely a lot of changes for Maker or Sky now. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably say Maker for like the next 6 months or 1 year, but we'll get used to say Sky at some point.
Yeah.